Alright, today I'm back with the panzerhaubitze 2000. This thing here, it's at 7.7 in the German tech tree. It's got, well, it's also an Italian tech tree actually, has a premium. It has a 5-second reload for the first 3 rounds, and then I think it goes down to 7.5 second later on once you run out of those. It also has a laser rangefinder and a stabilizer, funnily enough. I never actually noticed it because it doesn't really do too much, but you do have one, so I guess when you're going really slow, it can help you out. Now here on this map, first I'm going to show a game where I'm, I guess CQCing, and you can see me here push people while going in reverse. Now the reason I'm doing this is because when you push people in reverse, you don't expose your engine or your ammunition that's in the front of the tank, and that way you can survive just a bit longer. And also your reverse speed is excellent, so you don't really have to worry about not being able to move around too quickly. Anyway, now that I've kind of finished the 2 people off there, I know I was shot by someone else, but honestly I don't want to test my luck by pushing him. That's why I've kind of retreated here. And now we're going to cut forward a bit to where I'm actually going to go engage tanks on the B point, because it just said they captured. The Conqueror right next to me just freshly exploded. So I'm going to investigate what's going on here. First of all, I see that T-92. Couldn't really shoot him though, and this thing really doesn't have any gun depression, so yeah, don't really use it on hilly terrain like this. But anyway, here I saw someone before, or I kind of see someone right now, and there we go. Very lucky shot there into that STRV, and he's dead. Alright, now you can see me kind of spotting this T-54 here. Unfortunately, I thought I could kill him by just shooting his side and it kind of splashing down into his crew compartment. I was most definitely wrong. Second shot here, kind of just bad. Didn't really aim where I was supposed to. But here, finally, on the third shot, I do just kind of aim right onto the gun, and just like that, he does explode. So whenever you're aiming for people because you have HE, you should always aim for open crew hatches, or sometimes you can even shoot below them and kill them. Another thing to pay attention to is Cass. Unfortunately here, I didn't really hear him. Not sure if you can hear him in the video either, maybe he had his engine off or something. But yeah, so I'm going to spawn in back up here, and actually turn myself into an SPA. Alright, there we go, just like that. Because you have a really high muzzle velocity, aiming in this thing is sometimes really easy. Sometimes I have difficulty in it, probably just a skill issue, to be honest. But it does really function well as an SPA because you also have that really fast reload that you can use. Alright, now that I've finally kind of deleted that plane after having quite a big skill issue, I'm going to kind of push up here and see what tank's kind of in front of me. And you can see that there is a AMX-50 Foch here. Unfortunately, I kind of didn't really know it was that tank, so I kind of shot the wrong place, but there we go, second time's charm. To the top of his little rangefinder there, and it splashes down into his crew compartment. There does also seem to be a couple other tanks here scouted, and this tank here, my friendly tank, is probably going to die at this rate because there's too many people there, so I'm not going to push because, you know, even if I do have a 5-second reload, I'm not sure if I can out-reload them or outpace them if they push at the same time. There we go, there's the first tank immediately going to start backing up here, instead of the second one has to take a bit more time to shoot me. There we go, he doesn't decide to push, but only now does he arrive. Looks like it's an M47. Sadly, I kind of shot his barrel there. T-29 behind him, unfortunately didn't really see me for whatever reason. Maybe the M47's machine gun fire was kind of distracting him or something. Regardless, he's died. So now I'm going to quickly ping the Patton there for my team, let them know in chat that his barrel's out, so they can maybe get him before he repairs it. But now I'm going to maybe just chill here for a bit now, although maybe I could have pushed him now that I think about it. Alright, now for the long anticipated long range match where I actually put this thing's rangefinder and binoculars to good use. Because your binos are located so far above the tank, you can actually use them to peek behind cover without even really exposing yourself too much. Here, do see one tank here all the way at the start. This thing doesn't have any thermals, but it does have the LRF, so yeah, that's really enough in most circumstances. Although, of course, thermals would be nice, but let's not ask for too much here or else it'll go up in BR. After a couple unsuccessful shots here on the Scorpion, I do finally manage to hit one large HE shell into his face, destroying him. Someone else here decides to engage me here. You can see that even if my gun is behind cover, I can kind of use the binos to snipe above it, which is really nice. What I'm essentially going to do this game is kind of just stay in this area, because you can actually see a lot from here. And, CQC you can do in this thing, but if you can just stick to long range, you might as well. So here we go. Here's another T-29, I think, or some American heavy tank. Do miss. But, it luckily comes to a standstill, so second round does actually manage to hit him, but it doesn't actually do anything. But because you have a really fast reload, you can just send another round whenever you feel like and destroy him, just like that. Alright, for the next game I'm here on Finland, and you can see that, yeah, there is, well, I'm going into the I as usual, because this place you can go look at both A and B. Why would you not do that? This T92 here is oblivious to me, so he kind of eats a shell to the face. The AML here is also oblivious to me, so he also eats a shell to the face. And now I kind of just sit here for a bit, although there actually is one more person pushing the corner here. Yeah, it looks like one of my teammates gets the kill instead. So be it. You know, he's dead in the end, and that's what's the most important. Now what I'm going to try and do is see if there's actually anyone else left here by the point. But since it doesn't really seem like it, I'm actually going to start backing up towards the B point, because it looks like a lot of friendlies are dying on it, and it's probably only a matter of time before they start capturing it. You can already see this thing's reverse speed. I mean, it is incredibly good. In fact, it might even be the same speed as the forward speed. If I'm not wrong, I might be lying though, because I didn't actually check. But here we go, let's just see what kind of tanks there are here. I do actually see the machine gun there, which is kind of why I shot it. Unfortunately, I missed. I have to be a bit careful though of people on the point, which is why I'm not too... or which is why I'm playing it actually really carefully here. There we go, there's that same machine gun. I'm actually going to laser range find it this time. There we go. Just like that, he dies. So sometimes even if you do see like a tiny machine gun or a part of a tank that's on the roof, shoot it. You might as well with the laser rangefinder. It will most likely destroy it. That there was an absolutely terrible shot. Honestly, I don't even know where to kill that thing with HE. Luckily, yeah, I do manage to run away on time. Probably the machine gun on top is probably where you shoot that thing. Unfortunately, right now he's looking right at me, so I can't really do that. So I'm going to try and move here to the other side and try and engage them that way by pushing them using the reverse instead of going forward, because I don't want my engine getting shot out. There we go, there's I think some tank that looks like an IS-4. There we go, shoot the turret roof expecting it to do something, but unfortunately it bounces off, so that's also something you have to, I guess, somewhat pay attention to. I'm gonna now try and yeah, try and see what other medium tank there is there. Unfortunately, I don't really get the gun down enough. And yeah, I just barely missed the machine gun there, so that's really unfortunate. So be it. I'm gonna have to wait here a bit now for them to push me, because I don't really want to push them, especially in something so lightly armored as this. And there we go, this time my shell doesn't bounce, but unfortunately this, yeah, I think T-29 or whatever shot me. So, yeah, I think the breach is gone, or something's gone. Basically, I can't shoot, so I'm gonna have to run away now. Maybe my autoloader's actually dead, that's probably why. And, yeah, this thing's really mobile, so you can kind of just run away. You also have smoke, very important. So you use it when you have to leave, which is what I'm actually doing right now. So I'm just going to go right behind this rock right here. You know, I thought of actually going a bit more forward, but I decided that, yeah, staying right here would be enough. And now I prepare for a whole 3/4 of a minute. Alright, here at the end of the game, I did actually manage to save the capture point before the game ended. But yeah, it's looking pretty bleak right now. I'm gonna load proximity fuse, because I do hear a helicopter. Kind of just blind shot it, and I do manage to hit him. Good thing, I didn't test my luck there. And now there seems to be a Vidar right behind me, so I'm gonna have to turn the tank around. Maybe just not move, because, if you don't move, they won't see you or whatever. I'm gonna use third person there to make sure that I shoot the correct place, but it looks like someone shoots my engine out. But not before I destroy the VK-40. And it still takes them quite a long time to actually kill me, but there we go, I'm finally dead. 10 kills, actually 11 kills because of that one helicopter. Which means that I can actually spawn a nuke, which is nice. Unfortunately though, they do start capturing the B point now. And the tickets are also really drained low, so that even if like 2 or 3 people on our team die, the game then ends, because each kill is 100 points or tickets or whatever. And yeah, it's unfortunately not going to be exactly going according to planned. There we go, there's 1 death, and that was actually enough to end the mission. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, well, there we have it. I mean, the panzerhaubitze 2000, it is a really fun tank, and I'm glad they finally added it. I guess it was a bit of a rough implementation at the start just because of the reload stuff, but now it's all ironed out. It's actually a really, really nice tank. Just want to quickly check, or fact check myself, what kind of stabilizer it has. It doesn't say. In fact, it doesn't even have one. Okay, maybe it's... Yeah, I have no clue actually why it says I have a stabilizer. Maybe you guys can write it in the comments below. And also to fact check myself, it does actually have +60, -60 on the transmission. So you might as well push in reverse with this thing, since when people shoot you here in the front, maybe the shell goes here and it hits your ammo. If you do it like this, then sometimes you can just go into empty space, the shell doesn't fuse or whatever. And yeah, you're much better off. So instead of pushing with W, you push with S in this tank. Anyway, hopefully you have enjoyed this video here. Let me know if you guys want me to see any other vehicles. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.